Hello and welcome to Tabletop Odyssey. My name is Jay and FFG today have blessed us with the article that shows us the new factions, basically the B1 Battle Droids and the Phase 1 Clone Trooper upgrade expansions. We did see these for the original trilogy factions, but obviously now we're having an in-depth look at the new factions, the Republic and the Separatists. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure what was revealed, so don't hate me if we'd already seen something in the past. I can never remember that stuff until we get it on the table, and I don't actually play these two factions myself, so I'm not too familiar with them. Just keep that in mind. If you like this video, at the end of the video press like, and if you're not subscribed and interested in Star Wars Legion, please join me. Oh, I don't, it's your choice obviously, but please do, as I would very much appreciate it. So we'll get on and we'll look at what is available. Let me just get something up on my other screen so I can make a little bit more of an informed comments. So obviously these are going to be sold as a pack. I think they're $20, and you get 4 of them. You can build them as normal I was going to say normal dudes, but these are obviously droids, normal droids or normal units, but obviously it's the special weapons and the special like leader that availability that you're probably buying these for. So we won't look too much at the cards because the cards we already know. We'll just get straight on with the stuff that is new. So rather weirdly, they start off here with the leaders for the droids. Add one OOM series battle droid. Basically, when you coordinate, you can do it at range 1 to 2 instead of 1. That's quite good for 12 points, considering a normal droid is, I think, 6 points. Just doubling up the cost to expand that coordinate range. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say that's bad. Would you use it in every unit? No, because I mean, you're going to have to have the model and have the card anyway. So if it was amazing, you'd have to buy loads of them. But I don't think it's necessarily amazing, just something you might want to throw in occasionally. Oh, weirdly how this one like goes up in its own little window unlike the others. But this one is during the command phase, you can be issued orders by friendly commanders and operatives at range 1 to 4 for 3 points as a comm upgrade. I mean, did we already see that? I think we might have already seen that. I don't think that's new, but it is coming with this. Ooh, it could be new. Either way, it's an okay card. So this is the screen I wanted, and we'll look at the next one. So I think we'd already seen a little bit of this one. This one is an Exhaustible Card. When you activate, you lose AI attack, so you can actually just do what you want for a turn, which is essentially quite nice, considering that's the main downside to the droids. The thing is, effectively it's 3 points because it's 6 points for a normal model. So really, I mean, yeah, again, it's one of those things like if you've got it, you could throw it in for sure. And I don't think they come with this one. Is a default one. This one comes with the droids already. It's handily showing you ones that do and the ones that don't, and so does this one. So let's just talk about the normal core trooper choices, which these can, I think, possibly be built as, or maybe not. I'm not 100% sure. But either way, you get this one's pretty classic. I think 3 black dice for the droids for 18 points. Nice. I think that one's essentially, but as of right now, probably the staple one. Although, you know, it depends what vehicles do. Vehicles not necessarily redefining the meta to my knowledge, but maybe somebody knows more than I do. It's an exhaustible card with impact for 20 points. It's one of those things. It's like the HH12 for the Imperials. It's nice to have as available. Would you particularly use that? I'd rather take something with critical. Oh, I was hoping I was going to lead on to this card, but we'll do the poison one first. No, we'll go on to this critical one. This is the same points as the one with impact 2. Not exhaustible, range 1 to 4. Red and white dice with critical 1, which means when you fire it with your whole unit, you're likely to get a crit. So it's essentially impact 1 in a sense, except you can also use it against cover. For me, this is better than that impact option. Whether or not it's better than the 3 black dice, I mean, how much is the one with the 3 black dice? 18 points for 2 points more. With that critical, I almost think yes, which is a bit worrying because whether or not you want to buy 6 of these, I'm unsure. But yeah, I really like that weapon. Critical, I think, is just super strong. So there you have it. This one's quite interesting. It's range 1 to 2. And you get poison 1. So basically when you cause a wound with this, you're going to then cause an additional wound after they activate. I think poison is, although I can't remember, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's after you activate. So pretty strong. Or is it next turn? I can't remember. I've not used Bosk, so I'm not 100% sure. I've not actually used him on the table, even though I definitely should. So yeah, for sure, it's okay. I still think the critical 1 option is better. But there you have it, right? And then we'll move on to the the Phase 1 troopers. They're the droids. I've got to say, the droid models look nice. Apparently people have been having, I wouldn't say issues assembling them or what have you, but they are definitely finicky, I believe is the phrase. And yeah, so very interesting indeed. We'll move on to the clones. These are the clone weapons that already exist. This one's got critical 1, which I think is the baller choice in my view if you were going to go with anything other than the Z6, but the Z6 is pretty staple. So I really like that. I'm just a bit obsessed with critical, I think. Yeah, so they're staple options. And then we're going to get our new weapons, which are here. It's nice to see that this isn't exhaustible, but it is cumbersome. You do get impact 2 for 26 points. Again, it depends how prevalent vehicles are. For me, this is not necessarily a standout choice, but it's nice to have the option to have like that rocket launcher. But again, it all really depends on vehicles. This one though, I mean, Pierce is strong, right? Pierce is really strong, but it does possibly suffer from the fleet trooper issue. How you've got to be at range 1 to 2. How often are you really going to get it out? Yes, you're going to. If you get to range 1 to 2, you're probably going to kill somebody, like cause a block with it. So cause a wound with it because you're going to cancel the block. But yeah, ultimately, like for 27 points, would I rather have that or the Z6? Like random chance of crits or critical 1? I think I'd possibly rather have the other options. Not that this is the terrible options or whatever, but I just sort of feel like they don't gain anything massively better with these, whereas the other ones I do think possibly have better choices. Then you gain the thingy upgrade, which is fine. When you activate, you can't be suppressed. It's the same as the other one. It is exhaustible though. I don't know why they're showing us Hunter. I want to see this one. And you gain the gear icon there. So yeah, I mean, when you can gain, you can exhaust this card to gain 1 aim, a dodge, or a surge token. It's essentially the same as the Rebel and the Imperial ones in that case for those guys. Nothing else to be revealed. So I think that's everything. Yeah, all in all, pretty decent. I mean, I weirdly think the clones get the least bang for their buck out of this box. Maybe the leaders and stuff like that, being able to not be suppressed, but then again, you're going to have probably a leader with you anyway, but you are elite, so it maybe makes you more elite. Being able to take certain upgrades could be cool. Double, like having the gear and stuff like that, having the veteran upgrade as well. I mean, yeah, maybe. For sure. It depends really for the impact weapon. It all depends how many tanks we're going to see. I don't feel like we're going to necessarily see lots of them. The clones, I don't want to say meh, but I'm just not as impressed with their options because the default options I really like already. Whereas for the droids, yeah, I actually really like. Essentially, I like both of the new weapons. Let's see if I can get them back up here quickly. Critical 1, I'm just a big fan of for 20 points. Yeah, it means you're likely going to get a hit through even against cover or a vehicle. It gives you that versatility, which I'm all for. And the poison, I don't really see that getting used, but it's essentially a free wound that you don't block. If you caught, you don't block it because you've already had, if you miss 1 block, you take 2 wounds. So I actually do like poison, but yeah, I feel like the droid options are the best. And I feel like the Rebels did well, but I don't feel like the clones did well. And the Imperials did okay. They have a nice new weapon as well. A bit rambly though. I've not really been playing Legion all that much at the minute. There's a few things going on in my personal life which I don't really want to bring up on camera right now, but it's nothing bad. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's all good. Just been a bit busy. Basically, went on a honeymoon and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I've just been a bit busy, not really had a chance to play. There is a tournament this Saturday at Element Games, which I sort of want to go. There's a couple that I can't go to because one's Kay's birthday and stuff like that. So I'm just struggling in a minute. So and because I don't play online, and I've not done the battle reports for a little while, it's really just hindering me getting in games, which means my knowledge of the game sort of slipping ever so slightly, even though, obviously I follow the releases and stuff like that, but there's certain keywords I've not seen used, so it's not in the forefront of my mind. I've not actually played against these 2 new factions yet, even though they have been out now for like 2-3 weeks. So I just thought I need to step up my game a little bit. So do forgive me. I wanted to cover these just because we're a bit short on news. But yeah, I also put a little poll up on YouTube where I said, do you want to see more battle reports? I've got an idea where I could maybe try and put up a battle report a month, but it's something I need to work on. I'm not going to promise anything yet. I just think I was possibly in the past, I was pressuring myself to have like the new release for like new battle report and stuff like that, and just as an individual I just quite frankly couldn't make it, and I think I sort of blew myself up. That makes sense. I blow myself out. What's the phrase? Burnt myself out. There we go. So I'm not really 100% sure what I'm doing there. I do need to step up my game, but just in the next couple of months I'm going to have a bit of difficulty playing as much as I used to. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, basically. I'm not getting involved in these new factions, but I need to play against them to really get a feel for them and that kind of thing. So just bear with me on that. One last thing I wanted to say was nope, I'm not going to mention that just yet. You'll have to wait and see. Yeah, so this is just a news video. Hopefully we'll get more news. I'm a little bit surprised we didn't get as much in the Clone Wars since the release has come out, but maybe that's a good sign. Maybe they're going to take the time with the marketing. We'll get stuff close to release. But yeah, that's that. Have a most beautiful day, and yeah, like and subscribe. Goodbye.